I'm Christian Lamitschka, and today I present you Vince Malamed. Vince, welcome.
Thank you.
Would you please introduce yourself and the music you are playing to someone who's never seen or heard you before?
Whew. Hi, I'm Vince Malamed. I'm a singer-songwriter would be a good way to describe. I think this new album I have is a good representation. I try to write a good song, maybe something a little bit different, with some melody to it, but with some edge. And there's a lot of edge on this album, which I like.
Vince, I know you played in the past with a lot of the big names in music business. So can you share some experience you had with all these big guys?
Sure. The most intimidating thing for me was working with Bob Dylan, because that was my teenage idol. I got to rehearse for 3.5 weeks. Whatever Dylan wanted to play, he never told you, just started playing. You have to go along, follow him, And then going into the studio where, of course, we didn't record any of the songs that we rehearsed in true Bob Dylan fashion. So that was pretty amazing, because that was my idol. I mean, I was in a band that only played Stax Volt music and Bob Dylan. That's why we never got gigs. Bobby Womack was interesting too, because Womack was really intense R&B, and I learned a lot about listening. I came in as a 23-year-old keyboard player that just wanted to play all over the place, and this is R&B, and he'd come over and go, sustain, just listen, sustain, and I was scared, but listened to that and learned a lot about listening to the other players in a band. J.D. Souther, the best would be, because he was a great songwriter. And I was absorbing these songs. Danny O'Keefe, the same thing. Playing and learning these songs, and pretty soon you knew the lyrics and everything, and you start appreciating what a great song is. Buffett, I think by the time I played with Jimmy Buffett, the best thing about that was that I learned to have fun again. Jimmy Buffett teaches you how to have fun in life.
Oh, yeah. Jimmy on stage is fun.
Oh, we had a great time. And I was the ham bone of the band. I would play different characters and come out and do voices, so, I had a blast doing that.
You're also well known for some of the biggest hits in music business. Mm-hmm. So can you tell us a little bit more about it?
There's 3 of them I'm really proud of. Walk Away Joe, Trisha Yearwood, and that was just one of the best renditions, the best recording I could ever possibly imagine for that song. The style of course, when I wrote it, we made sure that the demo had guitar, no keyboards, and Garth Fundis went in and turned it into a piano song, which it always should have been. So I'm very proud of that, and What Mattered Most as well by Ty Herndon.
You have so much success as a songwriter, so what inspired you to become an artist?
Because I had these great songs, and I had been playing out in local clubs like the Bluebird and all that. But thanks to Jim Tract, who produced it, and he's also runs Adroit Records, I was coerced into recording, and I loved it. Having a full band instead of just being in the round, in the round at the Bluebird with having a full band and having these guys play, edgy arrangements of your own songs. It was great.
So what's the difference to the songs you wrote for yourself and the songs you wrote before?
All of these songs on the album are really songs that I've written for other people, meaning just to see who, throw them out there and see if they get cut. But we always put something a little personal into the songs. And so I like that. I'm proud of everything on the album because they're more personal, intense kind of songs.
So which one is your personal favorite, and what's the story behind it?
On this album?
Yes.
What Mattered Most, it has a great intensity.
No, which one? Yeah, the one which is your personal favorite.
Oh, that one, What Mattered Most. Yeah, that's the song, that's the title.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, no. That's
okay. That's the language barrier.
Yes, the language barrier. What Mattered Most, the album title is What Matters Most, because it mattered so much to me to actually get the opportunity to do my own album. And What Mattered Most was a hit about 14 years ago by Ty Herndon, and we took it and made it much more intense, much more driving. A drummer from the Wallflowers, Fred Eltringham, played drums on it, and we, just electrified a little bit more.
So, did we forget anything about the talk? Is there anything you like to share with us?
No, I'm just trying to spread the word out about this album, have as many people get exposed to it and listen to it, and hope that they'll enjoy it.
Well, there's one question you didn't answer. Where can people buy the album?
Well, the best place to go is adroitrecords.com, because that is the label site. CD Baby is another place to iTunes, and but adroitrecords.com for purchases. So the actual hard copy of the album.
Okay. So thanks for the interview. It was great to meet you.
Absolutely. I hope to come to Germany and play. You like songwriters, right? In Germany?
Yes, we do.
Hope to see you.